Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy to be here. Glad to be able to do this back to back. Now, I know I started off a little late today, so I apologize for that. I had to get all my battles done earlier in the morning, and you can see exactly where I landed, which was not in the prize receiving group. I was actually up late last night watching the UFC fight, which was fantastic. The card overall had too many decisions, but last couple of fights seemed to be pretty solid. So I just want to do a little analysis, see where we're at, who got what, how people did overall, and maybe take a look at some battles. Outside of that, we can talk about SPS, the new all-time low that just hit. So welcome June. It's so funny because I made that video a while back saying I don't think that we're going to get below a penny or, to a penny or below. But, someone's really trying to prove me wrong. So it is what it is. Should have sold. Should have sold at that point so that I could buy back in cheaper, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I want to watch some of my battles that I had not seen yet. Looks like it was just these two, which I'm assuming I lost. Oh man, really? Against Kron? Ugh. Ugly. Oh no, I won. Never mind. I beat him. Okay, so then I must have lost this one here. Against Maplelicious, who Maplelicious was in the top. So, okay, I want to see why this team didn't work well. Granted, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to go with Kitty, and it looks like I got magic spam to death. Oh gosh, even with the double heal, that's rough. How did I lose this? Okay. You know what? I guess it just was really too much magic spam. Yep, there goes my guy. I should have went. Oh, see, it was odd, so I couldn't pick Bakjira. And then, yeah, at that point, I had no protection. I wonder if there's anybody else with Void that I would have been able to do something with. But alas, yeah, just too much health. All right, well, you know what? Sometimes you get magic spammed. That's what it is. Now, BJY Shadow got the top spot with only one loss, which is actually quite impressive. This is somebody new. I don't think that they were in the top yesterday. Gia Bazai. Interesting. Oh, and then Bubkey won third. We haven't seen that name in the top for a while. I'm sure that's going to ruffle some feathers. Ooh, Luis made it top 6. Congrats, man. See, there was Maplelicious at number 7. I recognize some names here. Azurkhan was up there. Mondroid at number... Man, so this is fascinating. So Mondroid, I would have expected to do better. Luis 88. Yasek at number 30. Well, I guess... Oh, shout out to Bulldog. Top 36. Went home with some DEC and Rebellion packs. Nate, number 51. Pretty cool. Let's see. Warren TRX, that's the name I recognize. Marcor, fellow guildmate. Shout out, let's go. You know who's missing from this? D-Tough stuff. I wonder if they even played. Oh, shout out to Kazrak. Shout out to Silence. Oh, and we only get top 100. I know that the prizes went to like the top 128, 138 or something like that. 138. So yeah, it was fun. It was kind of fun. Like I said, I still personally think that a live tournament would be so much more exciting. You get everybody, streaming, or the team doing an official stream, or screw that, like everybody stream, right? Bulldog can stream it, Steve or stream it, like everybody's just streaming, having a good time. People can bounce around different streams or hang out on wherever that they want, and then we'll just like, I don't know, it needs to be an event, right? Just needs to be an event. And while I recognize that the team did a lot to try and get this to be something awesome by giving out all these prizes, I'll be honest, it didn't feel like an event. You know what I mean? It's like something that happened this weekend, and I don't know, maybe like I'm just out of the loop. I don't know if people were covering it or live streaming or whatever the case is, but it didn't have that like event feel to it. Like, in my opinion, it would have been better if they had done like 2 ghost card tournaments on Saturday, right? One in the morning, one in the evening, so that people all around the world could experience it live and in real time. And maybe that's something that we can do for the future, just so that it's, but at the same time, like, part of the issue with these is the prizing. Like, I think if they just did it for fun, you probably wouldn't get as many people jumping in, but it would still be exciting nonetheless. I wonder, out of the 700 people that joined, which is significant, how many people did not participate, meaning that they did not submit any teams. I'd actually be very curious to know. I've been playing in tournaments lately. So, for those of you who are not participating, there's like very, very low participation in tournaments overall. And so sometimes just showing up gets you free SPS, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is kind of how I'm doing most of my playing, because I'm just letting the bot run at this point. I'm just don't. I just don't even like care anymore. As long as they wow, the bot's just gonna run and we're just gonna have some fun. It's already made it up to champion, so I'm like set at this point, just collecting glint, and we'll have a good time with it. But as I was talking about, here's SPS, and I think we set a new all-time high. All-time low yesterday. I believe we're gonna set a new one today if we have not already. Yep, there you go. Went even lower. So I think one thing. Oh, 1136. We're at 1131. So that'll be something to watch. Let me jump into the chat here. We got Matthew Young. What's up? Marcor. Hey, number 69 spot. Congrats, man. You came away with something at least. Playing gold with max card was not my thing, but it was fun. All right, fair enough, man. Well, I like I said, it's enjoyable to me. Just simply the overwhelming nature of having to sift through so many options and choices, and then see what did your opponent pick, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that card. I forgot I had access to that card. So, it is what it is. Oh, we went down even further. So I don't know, oh, look, check this out. Right, right under the Splinterlands price is an ad set for Play Big Time. So I think that's funny. I can't wait until we get our marketing or advertising game going, because right now this red down and to the right, that should capture everybody's feeling. Like that right there is exactly how everybody feels. Let's see. Oh, even on the monthly. Oof. All right, on the year, see, we've had moments of greatness. We just need to. Well, I don't know if I'd say 3.5 cents is great, but New Age is in the house. What's going on, New Age? New Age, I think you're gonna win your bet. We are definitely going down to a penny. I really didn't think it was gonna happen, but at this point, it's just brutal. I'm wondering who's selling I guess it's the bot farms, but the bot farms should be done soon. I put out that video yesterday. I'm like, is this the final consolidation? See, all right, so we're going back down. All right, hold on, give me 1 second, guys. So there we go. We have 110,000 accounts accessed. We have 76,000 accessed in June. I think once this consolidation period is done, we'll definitely get below 10K. Where's market activity or transactions? Let's see. Transactions are getting at least at a local low here. Active accounts at a local low. New player signups going up. What's that about? New bot accounts coming online? Oh, they're not buying spellbooks though. I don't understand this. How are there 150, 60 people joining Splinterlands every day? Yet none of them buy spellbooks. It's like someone wrote a script to create new bot accounts and then forgot to turn it off, because this has been going on for at least 6 months, maybe even longer than that. Look at this. 28,000 signups over the past 6 months. $28,000. This is just a waste of electricity at this point. I mean, I cannot imagine 28,000 people actually came and checked out the game. Although I know the Bears are going to be like, yeah, 28,000 came and checked it out, and like less than 1,000 bought spellbooks. But 900 spellbooks is nothing to sniff at either. Hey, cat, look, you have food, you have water. Get out of here. I know. You're fine. You're just being needy right now. This guy's harassing me. I love him to death, but he like needs company while he eats. I guess, don't we all? Actually, you know what it is? I got him this new catnip yesterday and he loves it, and now he's addicted. Like addicted. I think that's what he wants, because he just woke up. He's harassing me like this. All right. What else are we looking at? Token prices. Okay. Token market cap. Yeah. It's tough, man. I like the team is just putting in so much effort to try and turn the ship around. I salute Matt and the effort that he's doing to try and turn the ship around, but it's like, when you shoot yourself in the foot with a cannon the size of Chaos Legion, your foot's gone, man. There's no coming back from that. Maybe you can work a peg leg, but I don't know, man. It's like too many cards, too many reward cards, too many packs. And then, the thing is, the SPS distribution, I don't want to harp on, because it's like that was laid out. We haven't, deviated too much from that, aside from a lot of things being implemented late, and then, some little changes here and there. So like, I can't even be mad except at myself about the distribution, because it's like, I should have known what I was signing up for. Right, this 5-year distribution and all this. I should have known what I was signing up for. And I did. What I didn't anticipate, and this is on me, right? What I didn't anticipate is the tough period that the team went through during the bear market, the changes implemented that took out a lot of the accounts, right? The bot accounts, and therefore, like, us being here with 1.5 billion SPS minted, 1.6 billion SPS minted, and like 500 players. Like that's the tough part that's like the tough pill to swallow, right? Is when we joined in 2021, it's like, oh my gosh, 1 million spellbooks sold, 500,000 daily active users. Like there's no way that 3 billion SPS is ever going to be enough. So there's no way that you could actually foresee that, right? And in a way, I can't even be mad about the SPS distribution, because it is what it is. Obviously now, thankfully, due to the DAO, we have the ability to go in and change things, which, we've done a lot of tweaking here and there. There's a lot of people who are for and against that. And oddly enough, right? Like this is the selfish, maybe selfish and greedy part of me, and I'm sure it exists in everybody. Like, well, actually, I shouldn't say exists in everybody. Like, I'm a Bitcoin maxi, right? So I like stuff that doesn't change. One of the reasons that I respected the team so much early on was because of the fact that they're like, nope, this is the white paper, and like, the DEC problem overhang that was created because of that. They were just like, nope, this is how it is, right? And we're not going to change things. And the DAO wasn't up and running at the time, right? So obviously they couldn't really get community feedback and buy-in and to change all that. So you would think that I'd be very much against change, but this is me just, getting into my emotional state, trying to figure out how do we do something for this token, because, 1 penny is not going to be the floor if we can't get those new players in or we get interest in. Hold on, a little thought experiment. Or not thought experiment, but like 1.5 billion, right? Divided by 500 players. Holy shit. Okay, so right now, with the 500 players that we have and the 1.5 billion SPS that's out there, each player should on average have 3 million SPS. Right? If we're going for a fully like egalitarian look, every player wanted to have the same stake in the game. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite far away from 3 million SPS. Okay, so let me jump back into the chat here. Mystic Force, what's going on? Bitcoin Sig, what else are you supposed to do with your SPS? Oh, you mean aside from sell it? Yeah, I guess so. My dumbass has been stacking it then. Well, no. So, I mean, I know you're being a little tongue-in-cheek here. What are you supposed to do with the SPS that you win? Really, right? If you have enough SPS already, then the utility in-game for you starts to have very marginal returns. At which point, unless you want to speculate further in the future on where the price of SPS goes, you absolutely are selling it. If not, for ice cream money, then for other stuff in the game that keeps on releasing and allowing you to be competitive, right? So you're not wrong in that sense. I don't know what my number is. I've been stacking quite hard, right? Because I stopped selling for ice cream money a while ago. But I got my ice cream stack. I got my game stack. The question then becomes when do I sell the ice cream stack, right? Because that was always meant to sell. But I'm just allowing that to compound further because I'm like selling at a penny seems kind of silly at this point if I'm selling for something else. Although, what really frustrates me is that like we went through the whole bear market, and SPS was at like 1 to 3 cents the entire bear market, right? Just kind of bouncing around that whole range. And had I not been selling for fiat or selling for cards or selling for whatever, and I'd just been selling for Bitcoin, I'd be up like 4x right now on that. So, yeah. All right. New H says, yeah, it could be them. Hope so. Yeah, I really think the bot farm issue is on its final legs. That doesn't mean that there won't be any bot farms out there, but I don't believe, I think Matt's solution is quite good with the wild season permit that tackles not just the bot, but just the ongoing investment. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of impact that has on the game economy and rewards overall, right? Like it's almost like a no lose situation for somebody that likes to play the game like me, right? When I look at this, the rewards that I get from holding nodes, from holding whatever, like 2,000 DEC a month, 2,000 DEC a season, 4,000 DEC a month, nothing, right? 80 vouchers a month, not like that's nothing in order for me to keep playing. So the benefits here are tremendous because you go to either extreme and it's a win-win scenario. Either all the bot farms leave, all the disgruntled players leave, and it's just like me and 5 other people playing in wild, and I'm getting 5,000 SPS per day in rewards. Or you go to the other side and it's just like the bot farms stay, disgruntled players stay, and they pay. We still have, 10,000, right? Like roughly, right? 10,000 players that purchase the season pass or whatever it is. And all of a sudden we're burning millions of vouchers, or sorry, maybe hundreds of thousands of vouchers, tens of thousands of vouchers, I should say. And we're burning, hundreds of thousands. And we're burning or DEC. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope that they can implement that June 11th after this current season. The voting will be done. It seems like it's being voted in favor of. And again, the team doesn't need us to approve it. But if they can get that implemented by the 11th, that would be fantastic. My guess, though, is that it probably will not happen until the second release window and then the end of the season following this one, because there's no town hall before then. And I wonder if Matt will want to come on and talk through it further. But honestly, I hope not. Like, what else is there to say? He did a full town hall talking about it. So there's nothing else, like, unless there's like a radical change, there's nothing else that needs to be done. Just like make a post. It's official. And then, save that second update of the month for something cooler, right? Maybe more information on like soulbound reward cards. Yeah, actually, you know what? Screw that. I really want it on the June 11th, which means it would come in after this current season that just started. And then in that way, since we're only doing one town hall per month, I would be so bummed and frustrated. Well, I shouldn't say frustrated. I'd be so bummed if we get that one June town hall at the end of June and soulbound reward cards are not thought through yet, right? Like we don't get information on the pricing. We don't get the dates that it's going to unlock. We don't get eye candy for the new reward cards that are coming in. That's what I'm really hoping for the town hall this month. Because that would signal, and again, it doesn't need to be like the next release window. There's going to be 2 release windows in July. So it's like, okay, well, that's fine. We can just have it be in July, because if they don't do that until the July town hall, which is going to be like, second half of July, then all of a sudden we're getting into August. Now, they could potentially fill up this month's town hall with the new player experience stuff. So if like one-click set rent, you know what? I'll take that back. If one-click set rentals are done this month, I think that's like one of the biggest barriers that they have for the new NPE. And I don't know where the status of like the tutorial, but I'm looking forward to the NPE stuff. Oh, sorry, the one-click site rentals. All right, sorry. Let me catch up on chat because I'm getting lost in my own thoughts here. Liberty Guy, hey stranger, glad to see you streaming live. I hope you're doing well. Sadly, I think SPS is going sub 1 cent. Liberty Guy, it is so good to chat with you as well. I hope you're doing well too, my friend. And I'm starting to think that you guys are all right in terms of SPS going below 1 cent. I really didn't want to see that happen, but yeah. Luke, hi, on holiday. Thought I would pop in. All right, well, enjoy holiday, man. Thank you for being here. New Age says churn is awful, which is why they're focusing on NPE. No, I mean, there's no doubt that churn is awful. But do you genuinely believe we had 30,000 people come check out the game over the last month? Or actually, you know what? 30,000 people over the last 6 months. Okay, the more I think about it on that time frame, maybe. But here's the problem. Like, either that number is not real or it is real and is depressing as hell. Chaos Legion bought Goals and Colony, but those look like failures. Yeah. I check into like the office hours every once in a while for Arcade Colony and GLS, and I don't know, man. Like at this point, like here's the thing. I like Aggie too. I think he's a genuine dude trying to do cool things, and I think at the end of the day he just bites off more than he can chew, and then shoots himself in the foot with talking about like release dates. I got really excited because back in February, whatever it was, when we saw Moon Carts, and it's like, oh, this game's done. Like the game is done. I can play it. It's actually kind of fun. And then they were like, yeah, the oh shit is like 2 months from that point that they would get the game out. And so April came and went, May came and went, June's here. So it's funny because it's like that, and then the what's that other game? Soul Keep. Ugh. It just makes me so sad, man. I just don't even know. Double Coconut, I was hoping would be better at communication, at community management, all these things. And they have not, right? Like their last dev diary was May 4th, and they said it's weeks away, and then radio silence for an entire month. And the only time they come out is when poor Clayboy gets harassed in the channel being like, can you find out what's going on? And Clay's like, yeah, it's not my job, but sure. And then he's able to get them to agree to do a down haul this Friday. And so it's like, okay, this game's not ready yet. This game's not ready yet, because if it was ready, then you'd have Double Coconut reaching out somewhere to do some kind of event. But it's like, well, you're asking us for an update, so we'll jump on your downhaul and do an update. So, I had a lot of high hopes for GLS. I had a lot of high hopes for Arcade Colony. I had a lot of high hopes for Soul Keep, and a lot of that's just dissipated, sadly. My high hopes remain with Splinterlands, despite the negativity and the FUD. It's the only thing that's proven, right? It's the only thing that's proven to have a player base, to have a game that's solid. Like, I think the frustration with Splinterlands for me is not that, not necessarily that it's slow. I think the team is actually doing everything that they can. My frustration is the potential of Splinterlands, and like not reaching its potential due to a lot of circumstances, both both in and internally and externally. New Age says, I now have the Magister prefix title on my LAN account and do not want to use it for ranked to avoid the lower leagues. Hold on, what do you mean by that? I have now the Magister prefix title on my LAN account and do not want to use it for ranked to avoid the lower leagues. What does your title have anything to do with the lower leagues? I'm so confused by this, New Age. I do not want to use it for ranked, which you don't get a choice, to avoid the lower leagues. Your title has nothing to do with your league. It just gives you a bonus on your R shares. Okay. Oh, hold on. You just sent it in your chat. Let me see. I would get a 35% buffer and rewards if I use that account. Oh, I think I'm understanding. You have, okay, because you said your land account. So basically, you don't want to use it on an account. You have a different like playing account and a different land account. Well, this comes back to what Matt was saying, where he's trying to get everybody to consolidate one account. So looks like you're struggling with that right now. Makes sense. Boom me. Why printing so many cards? Well, we're not printing that many cards right now. But if this shows anything, if Rebellion doesn't top like 1 million packs, which I think it will, like it just shows how overprinted Chaos Legion is. And you know what the funny part is? Chaos Legion itself, in my opinion, yes, it's overprinted, right? So I'm not trying to get away from that. But I don't think Chaos Legion is as overprinted as people make it out to be. I think what really killed things was the reward cards. Right? Because like literally the reward cards for Chaos Legion, that first batch is like 8 times the amount of cards that are printed for Chaos Legion right now. So, I don't know. Matthew Young, what's up? What's your take on Parallel lately? A lot of people are pretty upset. Yeah, I know. Well, it's just funny. It shows that like no TCG is immune from from that. I haven't been following as much what's going on in Parallel. I haven't played in a bit. I know that a lot of people are upset that Shroud got buffed up even more, and then they nerfed several of the other really popular decks that people had. I think it's growing pains for the team. So what's interesting is they did something that, to the Splinterlands team credit, the Splinterlands team doesn't do. Like they didn't go and like nerf cards after people may have bought those cards, those NFTs, or created echo versions of them, or did something, right? So that was actually significant. But here's the thing, they're acting like a normal TCG. So I think you're always going to get that. I think it's just growing pains. I think there's just too much momentum in that ecosystem for it to fall apart with something like this. Hopefully they learn from that. Maybe they won't, but there's too much momentum with the AI stuff happening. There's too much momentum with Colony, the Solana partnership, the Coinbase partnership. I think they'll get it right. People are going to be upset about game stuff no matter what, but I don't think that's going to impact the that's going to impact the token value short term, but not long term, and not financial advice, right? But it's like the reason I'm in Parallel or in Prime specifically is not even for the Parallel game. It's for Colony, which is coming out next year and launching on Solana. And there's just so much coverage about it already. The narrative for AI is just so high. And then you combine that with gaming, and it's like there's literally no other project out there like it right now. So, they're going to stumble here and there, and that's fine. I think the biggest W for me right now with Parallel is being able to like buy a starter deck for $30, make 10x that value, and now the game is just casual for me, right? From a playing perspective, right? I feel no need to like jump in and play every day. So from an investing side, obviously I bought the tokens. I'm not just trying to earn them, but yeah, I'm holding for 18 months or however long, once things pop off. My guess is that we'll probably see, as the narrative shifts later on, either the summer into Q4 of this year, probably into early next year, if we are hitting the deeper part of the bull run, I think that's going to coincide very nicely with the launch of Parallel Colony, right? And I don't know when that's coming out. They said 2025. But I mean, even if it's coming out in like the second half of 2025, there's going to be a lot of people there. Like all the stuff that they showed already was enough for me to be like, yo, I'm taking a big wad of cash and I'm buying this token, right? So it's like, if they continue to do more and show more with it, I think you're going to get a lot more people like me who are going to look at that and say, yeah, I need to have access to this token. And there's only 111 million of it, right? A lot of which is either being staked now for the AI token, or people are just hanging on to for whatever the reason. All right, so Marcor says, right now I'm selling all the SPS I earn in game. I have 3 million stake. My average buy is at 10 cents. Hell yeah, man. Good for you. You've got, well, you know what's interesting is that your average buy is at 10 cents. You're selling now. I'm curious, are you not trying to get that average buy down further? You have 40 node licenses. Oh, what a G. Congrats. If only we knew that rank change would drop everything. I should have sold sooner. Yeah, Chaos Rebel. If only we knew. Marker says, I sell everything, vouchers, SPS, all the rewards. Okay, are you just trying to recoup your cost with the node licenses then? Like I sell vouchers. Like that stuff has no value to me. But SPS, and maybe I'm being an idiot, right? Maybe I'm being too hopeful. I still think SPS can do a 5x or a 10x and get back to 5 to 10 cents. Joffrey's in the house. Who's grinding Illuvium right now? Not me. I'm sorry, man. I know people have been asking me a lot about Illuvium. And I just haven't had a chance to jump in. And to be honest, it's like, if I was going to do it, this would have been the weekend, but I'm so bogged down with this summer music EP that I'm working on. And then I'll be traveling for the next couple of weeks. So I won't even have my gaming PC with me. So hopefully I don't miss out on everything. But I definitely do want to try that. I guess maybe I'll have to get like a gaming PC so I can travel with it. I won't even be able to play. This is going to be like a long visit home for me, which will be fun. All right, Liberty Guy says, I hope Double Coconut releases Soul Keep this month. No info from them since May 4th. Yeah, I was just talking about that. I am accumulating SNG. They have a dungeon game going live end of this month. It's only 200 million max supply. Never heard of SNG. Okay. You've piqued my curiosity. Not that I'm going to buy anything, but I'm just curious what this game is. Is it Synergia or Synergyland? I'm assuming Synergia. This is actually ranked number 6,000. Maybe not. There's 120 million total supply. I think you said 200 million, right? But check it out. It's another micro cap right now. 13 million. This is actually less than SPS. Or lower, I should say, than SPS. Hold on. What's it on? Oh, they're doing good. ETH, BNB, Polygon. Okay. Is this a Polygon-based game? Very interesting. Bitcoin 6 says Soulkeep also came and went. Yeah, it's just it's like I really had high hopes with Double Coconut. And the truth is, I'm being salty as hell right now. I still have high hopes for when it actually launches. But I'm so disappointed in the community engagement and the lack of communication, because I really thought I thought it couldn't get any worse, but it did. I was like, oh, different company, right? But yeah. So Marco says 7th. Yeah. There's a Soulkeep AMA coming up this week, but their hand was forced. So in my opinion, that's not a like, hey, we're releasing the game. It's hey, we told you the game was coming out last month. It's not, but we're going to give you an update because you asked for one. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel. Renee says the development used to be so much faster in Splinterlands. What happened to the team? I think the team is shrunk in size now significantly, But I would say that with what they have, I've actually been very impressed with what they've been able to ship. The problem is, for many folks, it's not enough, right? So it's like in a vacuum, it looks good, but when you compare it to like what we've been promised and what we're hoping for, it's just not there. Check it out. I think you're talking about the AMA. Alex, you're still around? I thought you left the game a long time ago. Well, welcome back. You have too many nodes, Mark. New Age says, okay, this is from the earlier. Skyer is here. What's going on? Joffrey says Planetfall NFT packs should come out this week. I heard this. Ooh, all right. Well, that's some alpha right there. If anybody wants to get in, because you know what's going to happen if people can get Planetfall packs. Oh, actually, hold on. How does the echo thing work again? Well, there might be more syncs, so there might be higher demand for Prime. That is why. So Matthew says they wrecked Shroud in the update a couple of days ago. Wrecked Shroud as in like they made it work, or they nerfed it. You know, the thing is, I don't even go in the Discord anymore there. I mean, I just don't go on Discord as much, period. But I see a lot of folks complaining on X is where I hear all the Shroud stuff. So I don't know if that is just like, I'm just getting like a fringe whatever group talking about Shroud, but we'll see. I don't play Skyweaver also. The stats of the cards are always changing. Oof, that's rough. Matthew says, and I agree, I appreciate SPL for not nerfing cards, because you're talking about someone spending hundreds for 3 cards for them to nerf and make basically Stone unplayable. Yeah, I think Splinterlands has done a much better job with focusing on balancing the game rather than, nerfing cards. Sorry, Smurf says 66 plays here, using for the first time. Rebellion cards, refresher cards. I mean, everything is up. So, hey, well, congratulations. 66th place. You won something. Are you invested into the Leo token on Hive? I'm not. I used to attend the AMAs just because I think, Cal was working on some cool stuff. What cool things are they working on now? So, for example, whenever I post on Hive now, I primarily use Leo because I know they were working on evergreen like allowing evergreen content to earn. Right now, if you post on Hive, you only earn for the 7 days that people can upvote. But I thought what Cal was doing in terms of like kind of incentivizing people to create more evergreen content was a fantastic idea. I used to use Threads a lot more. I don't anymore. The interface is just not easy for me. I wish there was an app that would make it a little bit easier, but there's not, and it's just not ideal for me. So, but let me know what other cool things are they up to. I haven't attended a thing in an AMA in a while. I think they do them on Tuesdays, right? Skyr says Joffrey Jones. Me completely hawked on it. Getting that airdrop ready. Nice. All right. So Marcor. Okay, Synergy Land. So we did look at the right game. Okay. So actually, you were too high, saying that the max supply is 200 million. If I'm reading, Synergy Land. Oh, never mind. Okay, this is Synergy Land. Wait, where are you even buying this right now? All right, well, it's not even listed on here yet, so be careful with scams, guys. I'm not saying that someone here is trying to scam us, but I don't even know where. It just hasn't been looked at by CoinMarketCap or maybe CoinGecko, but let's stay on this page, see where we're at. It is good to see DEC creeping up a little bit here and there. Sorry. Well, when I first time I came to SPL, I just registered and didn't buy the book until weeks. Okay. Rift Summoner, what's up? Danielle, Spirit Guitar, what's up? We need to get card prices up. I know you are really not, you are not really for it, but I think the game economy dies otherwise. Okay, okay, guys, it's not an either or, right? Christopher Charles and I go back and forth with this all the time, but I don't disagree with him, right? I don't disagree. It's not that I don't want card values to go up. I absolutely do, right? I absolutely do want card values to go up. I just don't think that should be the central focus, because I think the biggest bang for your buck and the thing that's going to actually make the game solve so many problems for the game is getting the value of SPS up. So if we have limited time and resources and finances, which we do, either the team or the DAO or the community, at the end of the day, it's all about SPS. If you get SPS to go to 5 cents today or 10 cents tomorrow, whatever it is, the rewards and the earnings are going to be so good here that you'll be able to draw in new players that will come in and, in effect, buy SPS or rent SPS, right? Because it's relatively cheap to do so now. And they'll buy and rent cards. And over time, if they choose to buy up cards and cards get sucked off the marketplace, either as rentals or as purchases, card values go up. So, you know, it just doesn't work the other way around, in my opinion, at least not as effectively. If you get like what, because the incentive structure isn't there. Why would people buy, like, why would people go and buy up cards, which is what's required for card prices to go up, right? Why would people buy up cards, more people than there are cards? How would we ever get into a situation like that if the reward token for the game was in the gutter as it is now? You just wouldn't get people coming in to buy up the cards in order to do that if the rewards are not good. Now, if the game was so phenomenal and life-changing that you just had to play it for the glint, and people bought up cards for that and they didn't care about the SPS rewards, then maybe, but I don't think anybody's fooling themselves about like the game experience. It's fun. I'm not trying to shit on the game, but like, you know, we all know why we're here. We want to be able to earn, right? And we want to be able to progress through. Nobody's coming here and just, you know, nobody's coming in and treating this as Web 2 entirely, right? Where it's like people spend hundreds of dollars on, you know, Web 2 games all the time, not expecting anything back, but just to advance further in the game. I think most people are going to have some kind of like financial savviness to them, where again, and it's not even about like extracting value. I'm literally just talking about like, oh, if I'm going to spend my time playing a game, I want a game where I can like earn something and build and progress and whatever. And so you get kind of like a double enjoyment out of that, because you get the entertainment factor of glint and building up your collection, and then you get the financial factor of having a token that you can sell or build up further stake for your voice in terms of like voting in the future and speculating on, you know, prices in the future as well. Brian Wu, long time no see. I know, man, we got 34 people in here. It's almost like I never left. I'm sorry, guys. I have missed this more than you know. I mean, it's fun doing the answering comments videos. I love it, and I appreciate all the folks who've been following along with that. But you know, it's not the same as doing it live with you guys like this. Blockchain Project says, my question to you, imagine we are in a raging bull. Your alts, not SPL, are mooning. Would you cycle some of that profit into the SPL ecosystem? No. Maybe, but most likely no. I think I have enough exposure to the SPL ecosystem. So yeah, it's not that I don't think that Splinterlands is going anywhere. It's just I already have more than I need in here. So you know, but I genuinely think other people will, right? There's a lot of other folks that either are trying to collect as much as they can, you know, fill out their decks, do whatever they need. But you know, if I'm taking profits from anything, it's mostly going into Bitcoin at that point. So Joffrey says, love Illuvium, can't stop playing. Nice. You know, it makes me really happy, actually. Even though I don't own anything in Illuvium, I don't own any tokens or whatever. It just makes me happy to see that they're actually delivering, because I think it would have been such a massive hit to the ecosystem of games if all the projects from 2021 just faded and died, and people would just be like, oh, rug pull, rug pull, rug pull. In fact, I actually think the success of Illuvium might have some secondary, tertiary benefits for Splinterlands, right? Because if you start to see a lot of these games from 2021 popping up, then it's like, oh, okay, like they were actually building in the bear market. That's awesome. This is so cool. And then you come across a game like Splinterlands, you're like, wait, what? This has been around since 2018. Like, and they're building up. And again, I don't think that the person that sees Splinterlands in the state that it's in now jumps in. But if we can gather any momentum, then I think you get a lot of folks who buy into that narrative. Marcor says, check it on CoinGecko. It's on Polygon. Okay, cool. Thank you. And you can only buy it on QuickSwap. All right, yeah, I've used QuickSwap before. I'm surprised QuickSwap is still around. I haven't used it in a while. All right, Nicole says, what we need is to get car prices down. Who in their right mind would pay max who would pay to max cards at these prices to get rewards like this? It's funny. Some people want car prices up, some people want car prices down. We'll never win. Matthew Young says, I haven't had much time recently for SPL or Parallel lately, though getting married at the end of the month and working 2 jobs leave little time for gaming. Well, congratulations, my friend. Wish you the best of luck in life in the next step in your journey there. That sounds exciting. Brian Wu says, just watched about your Chaos reward card burn value. Would you bet on DEC going back to PEG? If yes, when will it go back to PEG? Would I bet on DEC going back to PEG? If yes, when will it go back to PEG? Yeah. DEC going back to PEG is probably one of the surest things in Splinterlands. I know I said that out loud, but like, this is not financial advice. I'm not making predictions here. All I'm saying is that, and again, assuming the company survives, right? So I always have to throw that caveat in there. That's like literally the mission of the team, is to drive as much value to SPS, either directly or indirectly through DEC, that we burn all the DEC out in the ecosystem. So if there's like any bet that I would have, it's that we would get back to PEG at some point in the future. When will it happen? That's the tough part. I think some potential catalysts for DEC going back to PEG would be soulbound reward cards getting unlocked, although again, that's a small amount. Land 1.7, 1.8 or whatever versions, if they get new stuff coming, that's a small chance. I would say the time frame I would feel most comfortable saying is probably a year from now, whenever the new core set comes in. And I don't think that core set's going to come in January of next year. I think it's going to be either Q2 or Q3 of next year. So my best bet, right, and I know I'm being very safe here, but that's the whole point, is maybe by like March or April of next year at the earliest is when I think we could get back to PEG. Now, of course, I would love for that to happen earlier, and I gave you 2 things. Actually, I'm even going to give you a third thing. When Rebellion approaches its sellout date, I think you're going to get a lot of people speculating on pack prices, right, or pack value in the future, and so you'll see a lot of DEC get locked up in the DAO if we were to buy up. If the community buys up a significant amount. And actually, let's see, because my estimation was like 300 million, right? So 300 million DEC divided by 2,000. So that'd be 150,000 packs would eat up that DEC. So if we get 150,000 packs moved between now and the end of the sale, then I think we can get DEC back up to peg, because all that would be locked up in the DAO at that point. Nicola says, at this stage, cards are worthless, but we don't know it yet. Yeah. Well, and this is why I don't like to buy cards at their peak value, right? Just because I don't need to play with them when they're first out. So I keep talking about like future videos that I want to do, but one of them is that, right? Like I don't think we will exist in a world where, you know, in a normal world, I'm not talking about crazy irrational bull runs that will happen and be short-lived, but like in a normal world, I don't think card prices ever stay at their value or go up. I think they only go down over time. And I don't think that's a conversation the Splinterlands community is ready for. But that's my central thesis, right? We've seen it literally with every set so far. And again, what am I discounting here, or what am I using as a disclaimer? Anytime we go through like an irrational bull run, there will be a massive run up in card prices, but that's fake. It's a bubble. That value is not real, nor is it sustainable. So therefore, I think over time, card values all trend to zero, right? Or all trend to whatever, you know, floor price is. But yeah, look, to me, at the end of the day, it's just your entry point to play the game. So if you don't like playing the game, don't buy cards, right? Don't even join Splinterlands if you don't like playing the game. Marker says, I'm also waiting for Peak Coin to hit the market. That's the last coin I'll buy for this upcoming bull. Hey, you're like the second person this week to talk to me about Peak. Seems like a lot of people are very bullish on that. What's up, Wibble? Marcor, what chains are Peak on? Right now, there isn't one game that is doing great. No game has players. Yeah, I think that will all come in during the bull run. As hopefully Bitcoin goes higher and pushes the value of reward tokens higher, right? So whether it's Illuvium, whether it's Prime, whether it's even SPS, you'll start to see people go in. It's layer 1. All right, bro. Illuvium has like $25 million of rewards in the next 6 months for free. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? So games like Illuvium and Prime, for example, right? They both have a shit ton of money. And a lot of VC money, right? And so my point with that is they're able to subsidize a lot of the rewards to bring players in. Splinterlands can't do that, right? So that's why it's so important for the SPS token to go up, because that's what pays out the rewards. We are clearly in the meh market. Yep, I think so. Matthew Young says thank you. Oh yeah, congrats, man. That's exciting. Blockchain says, have you seen the Soul Keep live stream Friday? Apparently Clay says it's a very special stream. Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up for anything Soul Keep, Arcade Colony, or GLS related at this point. I know it's there, and I will do my best to tune it. Well, I mean, I'll watch it, if not live, then on the replay. But I'm leaving for... I'm heading out of town for a couple of weeks after that. So like this week is all just packing, preparing, all that stuff. So Friday is like gonna be a super busy day for me. So I'm gonna try and get to content, but I don't even know. Like I won't be able to do content Saturday for sure, just because I'll be traveling and then busy in the evening with an event that I'm traveling for. Maybe Sunday morning I'll be able to like get to 5 biggest takeaways if it warrants it. Peak is lower on blockchain for Deepened and Machine. Marcor, do you know which exchanges are lined up to trade it? Let's see. All right, so Matthew says, I still think it's a massive oversight from the team not having soulbar cards. Not being able to be unlocked right away. You wait until everyone has them to make them unlockable when they first come out. Is when the most demand and when people would be willing to burn the most for them. The only cards I see being worth unlocking is gold foil epics and legendaries. Yeah, well, unless the player base grows significantly, then there will be an opportunity to unlock them for that. But yeah, bolts. So who won first place? BYJ, BJY, something like that. I don't know who it was, but they were like 14-0 yesterday, and they lost one. All right, so Brian was just talking about unlocking soulbound cards. Do you think a high pricing like 17x will help keep value of those cards? I'm thinking about Waka was priced at 1,500. Yeah, well, so I actually made a video specifically for that, Brian, just within the last couple of days. I think that you have to price them high. You have to price the unlock high. You have to stop people from flooding the market with them. And only unlock them if there's going to be actual demand. Otherwise, those cards are just going to litter the floor and drag the rest of the market down with them. State of Survival, thank you for the reminder to check my grain. I've been much better about it at this point. Nicole says, I would pay 17x burn value only if glint. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We're trying to get people to burn DEC here. But see, that's the beautiful thing about soulbound reward cards. To address Matthew Young's point earlier, I know you want to be able to unlock them right away, but it's kind of your proof of time, right? As Aggie used to say, it's the benefit you have for being here for that time period. Now, Matt made a comment recently. He's talking about how, staggering out the reward cards. He hasn't found a compelling argument for that. That's something that I've been very much in favor of. I think we should be staggering out the release of the reward cards, because in that way, then you don't get to the situation where you're, 12, 13, 14 months in, and a new player joining the game today is like, dude, what the hell? Like, I don't have a maxed Iziar or a maxed Kulu or a maxed whatever, right? So, and I can't go out and buy it. And there's, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of going both, playing both sides with it. But in that way, if you have it so that you break it down into thirds, right? So I think there's like 40 something cards for release, or shoot, you know what? Break it down to fourths, because I think that'll make it a little bit easier. You have 40 cards available for release. No, screw it. Sorry, we're gonna go with thirds just because the way that, we're gonna go with fourths. Sorry, my math in my head's just funny right now. The reason for that is then you can take 10 cards, have them be the cards that people earn right now for 4 months, 3-4 months, right? And then after 4 months, people are able to unlock those cards, and then you move to new cards. And it becomes this like event where everybody looks forward to it every quarter or every 4 months, where it's like, oh, I can't wait for like the new cards to drop, rather than it being this 18-month long process. So I think what Matt was saying, I disagree with wholeheartedly, in the sense that there is a lot of merit to launching them in thirds or fourths or whatever it is, right? Launching them in batches. The only thing that we cannot reconcile with what Matt was saying is that you don't get around the fact that it requires more work for the team. And so therefore, I think it's out simply because of that, right? Instead of one major release, it turns into 4 potentially major releases, right? Because the work to implement them is probably the same, even if it's repeatable. It's the same amount of work. So therefore, you're tying up resources, right? Sure, creative and development and whatever, all that stuff is done. But, poor investigator has to go through that process 3 additional times rather than whatever. So if you had capacity to do it, meaning you had, the team members in place and the resources for their time to be able to do it, I think it's a no-brainer. But, Matt's being very conservative with team resources right now. And, rightfully so. I'm not going to blame him for that. It's just, I would disagree that there's no merit to it. I think that there's a ton of merit to it. It's just, I can't reconcile. I can't go to him and be like, yeah, there's so many benefits. It just requires more work, when what he's saying is, I don't know how to do it without adding any extra work. So I haven't solved that problem either, but I don't know. To me, it makes more sense. It solves a lot of other problems. Shrapnel. I heard good things about that game. I heard good things. It looked good. I heard a lot of people saying that like it didn't feel like other shooters. But again, like obviously that stuff is still in development, so I wonder how that's going. iCandy channel SPL Discord has been real quiet for the longest time. Yeah. Carlos says, "Hi, we'll be able to sell Soulbound Reward cards anytime soon." I believe so. They said this summer, so at some point over the next 3 months, I would guess. Blockchain projects, it'll be listed on CoinList first. I think all major exchanges will list. It's a very hot project. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it already. It's not even launched. So Carlos says, only able to sell for Glint. All right, so during the 3 years, bots and teams eating 90% of the money I invested in. Yeah. All right, so we all had hope this would be the year, but we are so far away from a finished product. Yeah, well, it's not going to be this year. Maybe next year. Save resources by recycling old cars with a new frame and play them in modern. You can farm NFT gun skins and shrapnel right now. Oh, that's cool. Talk about meme coins. Are you holding any meme coin? Yeah. You know what's funny? So I'm holding one. And I don't even have a lot of money in it. Somebody sent me a list of meme coins on Base, and I had some extra dollars. So I did like a little research. It was like a list of a couple of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy and hold one of them, which I think the market cap is micro cap right now. So this is not financial advice. I'm actually down. Oh, I'm up. Never mind. Oh, it pumped. I'm up 20%. Let's freaking go. Amazing. It's on Base and it's called Dog in Me. And I'm up 21% right now. The market cap is sitting at 29 million. And so my hope is that, you know, it pumps to the freaking moon. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it can hit $1 billion, but that'd be kind of nice. But Base is where I think, you know, Base, Solana, Polygon, probably Base the most, I think, is where we're going to see a lot of action. I think a lot of people are saying Base is going to be the Solana of this year. When will I see you in Cypher? Another good one. Another good one that I need to get into. Marcor says, are you holding any PNS? Push and shove. Let's see. I am. I forgot that I was. So I guess that's a meme coin too. Oh, you sold all of it. That's funny. Okay. I don't even know what the value of mine is worth anymore. So no, it has KYC. I won't touch it yet. Wait, which one is KYC? Oh, Cypher. Okay. Even if the Soulbound set is only worth pennies, I don't think it'll change a lot. The Chaos Core and Pellicores already dictate you can use cheap cards in Modern and leave no incentive for buying Rebellion. Yeah. Yep. I have Cat Whiff Hat, PNS, and Rock. I've never heard Rocky. Cat Whiff Hat. These names are so funny. Dude, everybody's just gambling now. That's hilarious. Thus, the better play for the team is release a new core set and send all chaos cards to Wild. Yeah, maybe. I think that if I was a team, I don't know, like, would you be rushing towards that? Maybe. I really want to see how the Wild permit goes and what kind of impact it has on the game economy and what kind of impact it has on rewards. I don't know that I'm winning, like, you know, more SPS necessarily right now. We haven't seen battles come down. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna hop off soon, guys. I'm getting hungry. So sent me, but the bot hasn't won a game in how long? Jeez, come on, dude. What do I pay you for? Oh God, this is ugly. When? Like, what? The last wild game I won is this one, 2.7 SPS. Oh, but you know what? I'm also delegating. I rented out a bunch of my SPS, so I probably would be winning more. I think I'm going to get that back later this week. I just want to see that I beat Kron. This is awesome. How, though? How did I beat him? He was doing 6 damage per turn. Plus the Thorns damage to me. Oh, I forgot this dude has Void. Let's freaking go. Fantastic. Okay. Well, that was fun. You sold it at 4x. Nice gain. All right. Have you fellas noticed any bots and brawls? No, I don't know. I don't think so. Mr. Sahaya, what's up? Blockchain projects. Anyone into L2 projects on Bitcoin? I mean, I'm not into projects, but I've used Lightning before. It's fun. Land is a lingering mistake from the last bull run. A massive time suck for the team, trying to get current players to go deeper when we really just need new players at this point. Table land for now. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Land literally killed all development last year, which was awful because they started off the year quite well, in my opinion. And then after Q1, it just ended up being this thing that was a drain on teams' resources, teams' finances, community morale. So I think they are tabling land, though, which is good. I know landholders may not like it, but I think they're tabling it for now and are looking for easier ways to implement more utility to land without actually going heavy into 2.0. My guess is that 2.0, the white paper that we saw for 2.0, we're never going to see that. And I'm not saying that in a negative or bearish way, but my prediction of why we will never see it as written on the white paper is because there's going to be some kind of innovation. There's going to be some kind of cool stuff that either, community brings forth or the team thinks of as interim solutions, right? Like what 1.5 was supposed to be. And I think land is going to evolve somewhat organically from there, using the 2.0 as a guideline, but not getting rid of whatever we come up with. Like I said, I was really happy with my idea. I was really proud of my idea of like the consumable cards. I think that's something that should be included long term. Like if they were to implement something like that, like why just do it as an interim solution? Like do it as something long term, have it be something that's part of the game, and it gives immediate utility to land without having to go with the items and spells. We'll eventually get there, right? But like it's just like, okay, land 2.0 is not even items and spells. Land 3.0 is not even items and spells. Land 4.0 is. So we're just so far away from it. Yeah, but you don't see landowners complaining. No, landowners got paid out. So Matt made land way too expensive and complicated. Land 2.0 is just conceptual, like you said. It will evolve over time. Agreed. Spent all that time doing a deep dive of the white paper. Now we're never going to get it. But hopefully we get something cooler in the meantime. All right, guys. I'm going to go get some food. I wish you all a happy Sunday or end of your weekend, or maybe it's Monday for some of you folks, or anybody watching this on the replay. Thanks for tuning in. If I can, I'll try to do a live stream during the week. All depends on schedule and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm super wrapped up in this single I'm trying to launch next month for music. But if I can, I will. And then we'll go from there. But I hope you guys are all doing well. That being said, I know it's been tough times, but outside of crypto, you got people like Matt getting married, Matthew getting married, whatever it is. It's summer, guys, right? It's summer. Get out there, enjoy your lives. Let's not all be behind, screens, just focusing on the red candles here. I think that there's a lot more cool stuff on the way. And now's the time to get out and forget about it. I keep telling people, just bot your account. Bot your account and go live your life. Well, let's all come back in like 3 months and see what's up. All right. Have an amazing rest of your day. Catch up with y'all soon. Peace.